Get that shit for Bash.
1992.
Yo.
Look.
Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that time.
Oh, damn. That shit look like the castle.
Fucks with that.
Yeah. You gonna lie? Go lie, man.
Yeah, we lying. Y'all niggas ready?
Nah, you ain't gonna lie yet.
Man, it's long.
No, it's not. No, it's not. They ain't got no type of shit. All right, hold on.
Go to the No Rules page. It's there, yo.
Tell me what to do.
Yo.
Yeah.
Share. Right post. Live.
Kevin said, "What's good, nephew?"
I got no uncle named Kevin.
What up?
What up, though, Kev? You know what I'm saying?
Huh? This nigga ain't got. This nigga just do it. You just did a mic check.
Oh, that's Uncle Kev. Yeah. What up?
This ain't got no uncle named Kev.
I thought because you said something like, you know what I'm saying?
He said, "What's good, nephew?"
You said his full name.
No, I just said Kev. Oh, Kevin.
Yeah, exactly.
Baby Kevin.
Nah, you gotta say Kevin. You said Kev.
Oh, okay. Uncle Kev.
It's Kev, man, Kevin.
All right.
Hey, what's Ravishing Rick Rude real name?
Oh, huh?
Huh?
Who?
Ravishing Rick Rude.
Richard.
Y'all niggas don't know his real name?
Robbie.
Richard.
Rick Rude, man. God damn. You niggas don't know nothing, man. Before we go on air, or before we start right now.
Wait, what happened to the screen?
It's a trivia.
Look at this.
It's paused.
Look.
Somebody's cell phone got a jingle. Oh, that was yours.
No, it's the front.
Yeah, it was yours.
Porch.
Cell phone got a
You got the
jingle.
616, right? The
Hey,
bus.
you got 2 seconds. Name me a team in the NFL only. Went to 4 straight Super Bowls.
Buffalo Bill.
Yeah. You got it.
Our stuff is wildin', B. I'm at the.
What you doing over there?
Look at that. Look.
Why I keep doing that?
I don't know. It's a good question. I don't know. For those that's watching live, is it pausing for y'all like it is for us?
Pause.
If it's not, we can just keep going here. Y'all got like a show before the show.
Yo,
A show before the show.
let's hurry up.
It's too hot for this.
You took the headphones and the hoodie off. Yeah. Mercedes said, hey. Ha ha. Yeah, ha.
Yeah, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, man.
Man, yeah, hurry up, man.
What's wrong with the feed? It's not up.
The feed. This
It's
nigga's
up.
a vampire.
The feed. They said it looked fine. Well, let's get this mother-loving show started.
No cussing today. All right, motherfuckers.
Fuck that.
Why not? Huh?
Man, I'm just about to go. I'm just going in, man.
What?
My nigga Spills, you ready?
This time it's for the money, my nigga.
Always. My nigga B, is you ready? Word. That's all I need.
Yeah.
We'd like to welcome y'all to another episode of No Rules. Featuring myself, the one and only Ill Will, a.k.a. the Gym Dropper with an A. Get some claps on that. Also featuring my ace, my nigga Young Mark, a.k.a. Spills.
What up with it?
How you doing, bruh?
Humble Flex.
And last but not least, also featuring the one and only Red Print, my nigga Benjamin Reddy. You don't get no claps on that? Right. You don't get no taps on that.
Yeah.
Did you we pausing?
We good. We rolling.
All right. Well, that's what it is, man. The world famous No-Rulez intro. It's known across your globe and across your face.
What?
All right, man. Today, B, I'm gonna start with you, man. How your week been going, bruh?
Oh boy.
Santa Claus.
Yeah. That should tell you enough. It was bad. It's been bad.
He said ho-hos. You heard that?
Huh?
Yeah.
Nah, he didn't say that. I just said ho.
Woo.
Yeah.
I'm here.
You here?
I'm here, man.
Fly fresh to death with the rosés on.
Yeah.
I feel you. The shiny brass.
Yeah, that's enough company. I'm Hollywood. Hey, that nigga.
My nigga Spills, man. How your week been going, bro?
It's been going good, man. If everything go right, it'll be going great. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Homer flex.
Yo, did you hear that nigga Spill real quick?
Oh, that's what he talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about?
Yeah,
what you talking about? Yeah, he talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah. So, you know, all positive vibes going out to everybody, man.
Yeah.
Man, salute to everybody. Salute to my nigga Ben, man.
my week started off kind of shaky.
Oh.
Yeah. But
yeah.
even though it started off kind of shaky, I had a what can we call it? I don't know what we calling it. But I had a double taking thoughts. Y'all know, I told B today, Spills already knew. Monday on my way to work, I got into a car accident. A big rig crossed over lanes and shot to one crossover lanes and basically the trailer of the big rig was on top of my car. And the funny thing about it is the car that I drove that day, I normally don't drive to work. And I just decided that day to give that car some love and ride out with it. But my double taking thoughts, that's what I'll call it. It was a big rig provided by some type of company, a transportation company or whatever. It started off kind of shaky because the driver he didn't know English, so everything that I was telling him, like, yo, what's up with your insurance, what's up with your license, he didn't get it. Hablo Espanol. I'm from Africa too.
Right.
So it didn't work well at first, and I was like, yo, is this nigga trying to get over me? So I didn't know if it was just about to go bad. But long story short, make this shit short as possible. I ended up talking to his boss, who he works for, and like I said about me having a double taking thoughts. And B know about the accident that I had a couple years ago, where I nearly lost my life. This accident Monday let me know how much I appreciate life, and sometimes is you don't have to try to get over. I was clearly in the he was clearly in the wrong.
Right.
He works for a company. I possibly could have got thousands.
Right.
But being that I talked to the manager, and like I told B earlier, I'm a person now of I'm not for the come up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If it's gonna benefit me and help me, then it's gonna benefit and help me. And keep my blessings the same.
Right.
Now I could have got over, you know what I mean, and hit the deck and cried, you know, the whole my neck and my back like type shit.
Mm-hmm.
But being that I talked to the owner, you know, he was telling me, you know, hey, I'm a man of my word. I have a business. He basically cried out to not report it. And he was like, yo, I'll cash you out right now. I'll drive out wherever you at to the nearest whatever body shop, and then pay you for, you know, the lump sum of the whatever, whether it's me going through Trump, you know, whatever. Hey, I got, you know, whatever. He said, I just started this business, and I just don't want this to affect it. And like I told B earlier, I'm like, that was dope to me because he communicated.
Right.
He has a new business, and you know, I've never been about the dollar. You know, that don't make me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The reality was, and that's why I'm saying this is what God looks at. Everybody kept saying, yeah, but it could have been worse. It could have been worse because I was damn near underneath the trailer of the big rig, but I wasn't. That's the thing. I wasn't, and I was not hurt. I was not hurt.
That's
you know
all blessings, man.
Especially because you know what happened from
I remember the first time.
the first accident. Like that was something that, you know what I'm saying, that can't be faked.
Yeah.
Mentally and physically. And I got out of there, you know what I'm saying, luckily, yeah, that first one was bad. Right. That was seriously bad.
Right.
And you know, the mental part of that got me because I'm like, yo, you know, waking up, you know, the shit was just crazy. But everybody was just hitting me the whole time, like, yo, that's a business. You know what I mean? You could have got them for whatever. Think about the long run where you get this lump sum, and I'm like, yeah, I get it, but that's not what I'm out. That's not what I'm about. Right. You know, the only thing that was damaged was the car. And then you know, my car wasn't even that much damage. You know, it's only a couple thousands. Right. You know what I mean? Right. To fix, which is nothing when you're talking about accidents and deductibles and shit. And yeah, exactly. Especially me being underneath. Yo, I thought I was in Fast and the Furious. You know, for a second, because you know the trailer. I was underneath that motherfucker, and here I go, nigga. Now let me get to the jokes, nigga. You know when the nigga hit me, and you know I started burning. I was feeling the impact, and I'm like, yo, I'm underneath this motherfucking trailer. Yo, I really tried to spin out of that motherfucker. Like when I was underneath, I tried to hit a little loopy loop. You know what I'm saying? And see if I can kind of coast under it.
Yeah.
And get to the other side. I tried it.
It didn't work though.
I tried it. It didn't work.
So it's only in the movies.
No, even though my car sit low, it sit too high.
It sit too high. Yeah.
For
that to happen.
For that to happen.
Yeah.
Even though it sit low, it sit too high. But I tried that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I you know me, nigga. I'm not. I don't knock it until you try it. I tried it. You know what I'm saying? I tried to get to the other side. You know what I mean? And it didn't work out. But you know, it is what it is. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? Week been positive. Is always positive. You know what I'm saying? Here with my niggas. Everybody I know healthy. Everybody I know positive. And it is what it is, man. Townhouse, fuck y'all.
Yeah, man. We glad that you okay, man.
Oh yeah. No, I was good.
Yeah. When you gave me the call, nigga, I was about to stop on the freeway, nigga, but once you said you was good, I was like, all right.
And you know what's funny? It enlightened me to people that I look up to, and it kind of let me know I have surpassed them when it comes to
certain
things and what matters.
Yeah.
Because there was people that I look up to that was like, yo, you should do this and do and I was like, nah. I'm not about to perpetrate so my blessings can be stopped. Because that's what we don't know. You know, I always and you talking about this is a person that are people that always tell me, you know, give to not receive.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So and that's why, you know, when I see, you know, bums are the less wealthy and they asking for whatever, I if I have it, bam,
give
bam,
it to 'em. Yeah,
you know, whatever. So it was kind of you know what I'm saying, it just enlightened me. I was just like, yeah, I didn't tell those people that because you know, obviously it'd offend them.
Right.
But it let me know, like, you know, I'm patting myself on the back. It gave me that confidence and let me know, like, you know, I believe I'm on the I'm on the right track that I thrive and I try to be, because that company, everybody, you know, people that was in my ear like, yo, you can get them for this, yo, go do this, you know, your back, your neck, and I had already went through that, and I'm like, I went through that when it really happened.
When you was really going with
That's not what it's about. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And we just gotta fix the whip.
That's all we gotta do, man.
That's that, man.
Yeah, that's all we can do, man. Like I said, man, thankful you good. Shout out to that man for being a man of his word.
Right,
man.
right. That's most important.
Yeah.
You know, you taken the other route of what usually, you know, we hear about these stories all the time. Like, man, if you ever get into accident and hit by MTA or you know what I'm saying, like,
fall out the motherfucking
fall
car.
out and then roll out screaming. You know what I'm saying? But
roll out.
Dun, 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 dun. Luda?
Yeah.
Okay. So like you being like, okay, my car ain't even messed up if you paying for this, because you took a risk too.
Yeah, I did.
You could have been, you know, asked out productions, because he been like, yeah, I'm man of my word.
Yeah.
Walk away. That's stupid, nigga.
Yeah, stupid nigga. They didn't take no information down.
You know what I'm saying? so you know what I'm saying? So
he said asked out production.
yeah, asked out productions.
I thought that was a point.
They used to be West Coast.
West Coast Port.
I don't know.
Yeah, booty talk?
Yeah. I think that was big booty Brazilian.
34.
Yeah, 34. No, 34.
Brazilian on the West Coast?
Yeah. They went overseas.
But yeah, man, that nigga could have said, yeah, I'm a man of my word. I'll meet you tomorrow. Then you go up to the place and bro never showed up. You know what I'm saying? Then it'd have been a whole different issue.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I still
save people. You helping more people eat, because you could have stopped some people from eating.
No, you would have stopped some people from eating.
Right.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Yeah,
That'd
man.
been crazy.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. The way he explained himself, like, this is my new business. And when the CHP got there, you know, he's like, yo, I gotta do this. This is your car, so I gotta do the car facts, and it's gonna take 40 minutes and stuff like that. I'm like, God damn, yo. And my thing is this: I don't know how many people, you know, people in the message board or y'all. I know y'all ain't been in an accident lately, but I've noticed, like, when you get in an accident, like, I don't know if, like, the world has a camera, but AAA, all these motherfuckers just start pulling up. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, you want a tow? And I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? Where is this shit? When a nigga getting beat by the ones, where y'all at?
Shit,
like, you know,
they trying not to get beat by the ones.
Man,
they driving by like, I hope that nigga all right.
Yeah, man.
Like,
well wishes.
Nigga, I went the whole other, you know, Garfield exit.
Yeah.
I went the whole other Garfield exit, because the way I was entering the 105 going west.
Uh-huh.
So I called out, you know, I had to come back home, so I had to keep going west to get to the Garfield exit. I got all the way to the Garfield exit to bust a bitch and got off that motherfucker to go back east now, and the motherfucker was blowing behind me. Pause. Like, hey, I'm a roadside services for you know You want me to tow your car? I started asking. I'm like, where the fuck are y'all at when when niggas like you know what I'm saying William Floyd and Greg Lloyd and shit is getting beat and choked and shit like that, man. Where y'all?
Well, they there, but they can't do nothing.
George Floyd.
They be there.
That's what I said. William
Greg Lloyd. George Floyd. But yeah, we know what you meant, dog. Yeah. Rest in peace to them, Rest in peace to them.
Wait, I don't think William Floyd is dead.
You didn't? I don't think William Floyd is dead neither. But I mean, maybe it was a William Floyd that got assaulted by police at some point in life. So
I said Greg Floyd.
you said William Floyd and then Greg Floyd. Like I don't know what was going on. Maybe it was brothers. We're happy and we're singing and we're got lyrics.
Yeah, I was, you know what I'm saying, niggas we had an after party before the show party. I don't know, Greg, is that a linebacker? But yeah, but y'all know what I mean, man. Yeah, you know,
I would be stupid. So what's up? So what's up, man?
That's similar to what was going on, right? Like, oh well, y'all doing all this. Where was y'all at when he was really going through it? You know, y'all trying to make money off of him doing these albums, and you know, instead of him getting real help, you still trying to force him to do music. Yeah, he really needs help.
And he had a new album coming out, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He was working on. And they've came out even before this happened, and was supporting X. But when it comes to somebody who has an addiction, unfortunately, that's not the easiest thing to do to help somebody stop. Addiction is it's a disease, man. Nobody wakes up one day and say, okay, I want to be addicted to whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's hard to just say, okay, you addicted to Coca-Cola. You have to stop right now. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a process, and if that addiction is really that heavy and that strong, like Will telling me to stop drinking Coca-Cola and B telling me to stop drinking Coca-Cola ain't gonna make me stop until
you want.
I'm ready to stop. You know what I'm saying?
Stop drinking Coca-Cola, man.
I'm sorry. But there has been some people who has reached out for him and tried to support him before this happened. But like I said, man, when somebody's addicted, when somebody has an addiction, you drink. Okay. When somebody has an addiction, it's hard to just have them stop just cold turkey like that, man.
Yes. I mean, DMX is what, almost 50? 50, not 50 yet?
50.
So you figure this addiction is not new. This is what, 20 plus years of addiction?
He's 50. He said the first time.
So 30. Probably about 30.
I think 30. I think 30.
He said the first time he got addicted to hard drugs when he was 14.
Yeah, he did say that.
And that was unbeknownst to him, like somebody he considered like his older brother.
Yeah.
He looked up to.
Yo, what's blood pop?
Nah, I don't know what that is. B made that up. But yeah, man. I'm still sending prayers and well wishes to DMX, man. His wife, his kids, his ex-wife, everybody, man. You know this is a more than him being a celebrity, man. That's somebody's father, and that's somebody's husband. That's loved ones, man. So,
right,
man. Well wishes and prayers, man.
Yeah, man. I hope X pull through. And the crazy part about it is his songs, like the week we came back from Vegas, just coincidentally start being on my shuffle when I was, doing my workouts. And B just showed me a picture of Blood Pop.
B took that picture and posted it on Wikipedia. He made that up himself.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, shit. But yeah, man.
Fucking shit.
But I was going to work yesterday, and like you said, just a random, and DMX song "Slippin'" came on, and that shit right there hit home. They like,
yeah,
yo, fuck.
And "Slippin'" is a classic.
It is,
and that song just, I ain't gonna lie,
that shit got me back on my feet so I could tear shit up.
Man, I feel you.
Yeah.
What? DMX has the first hip hop song that. Now, let me say this. I was much younger, and I was under the influence when it first happened, but being that everybody know how I feel about my grandmother and grandmother's period. His song on Great Depression, what's the one featuring Faith? I think it's called Miss You.
Oh, excuse me.
Baby, it's gonna be, yeah. That song about his grandmother, man. Oh my God, I still remember. I was probably like, I'm Steve Harvey. I was like 20. I was like 24, man, and it was my.
But you telling the truth.
Yeah, true. I was 24, man, on my way to OC with some of my older relatives, like to a party, and at the time, this was my first time kind of kicking it with them at an older age.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that song came on, and I was in the back seat, like, just crying. It's like, what the fuck you crying for, nigga? And I was like, man, I don't want my grandmother to die, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want her to die.
It's called I Miss You.
Yeah. And since then, that song, that's the first hip hop song that made me shed a tear. And they say, like, if you musically inclined, it's usually a song that gets to you emotionally. But it's usually an R&B type of song.
I about to say mine's is an R&B song.
Yeah.
Mine's was on Jamie Foxx album, Unpredictable.
You cry out for Unpredictable?
No, the song was called Wish You Was Here.
I thought that was Mystical.
I thought it was Mystical too.
No, the album's called Unpredictable.
I thought it was called Buy You a Drink.
No. But the song was called Wish You Were Here. He was talking to his grandmother, and it made me think about my
yo, niggas,
my big mama. Yeah,
niggas don't play about their grannies, man.
Nah,
fuck you up, fuck you up, man. Fuck
Big
you
facts.
up. Yeah, like straight up, man. I remember my granny told me I couldn't fight.
Like she didn't want you to fight?
No, she told me, she watched me fight. She's like, you can't fight.
she said you ain't got no hands.
She told me I ain't got no hands. I was like 10 years old, fighting one of my neighbors. Nigga name was Lawrence.
He was dark skinned, huh?
Nah, he was Mexican. Wait.
There was a Mexican nigga named Lawrence?
Well, Larry?
Hey, nigga, I done seen a black nigga named Juan before.
I got a black homeboy named Carlos.
There you go.
Yeah, we just call him Los.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah, he cool, but I've never seen a Mexican nigga named Lawrence. Every Lawrence I've seen is dark skinned.
That's a first.
He a dark skinned Hispanic. For Hispanics.
Stop over your head.
Yeah, we could just stop right there. So,
Well, yeah, we was scrapping, man, and
Grandma said you couldn't. Granny said you couldn't fight?
she came. She ran downstairs and got me off of him. Was like, I heard her talking to one of her pastors on the phone. I was embarrassed as fuck. She was like, he was fighting. They was yelling, "Fuck you" and fuck all that, and he can't even fight. I was like, yo, what, you know what I'm saying? I actually felt bad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was much younger, you know what I'm saying? The hands was like, at that time, man. Bizzle,
what up?
Bizzle then walked in with the God over money, man. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to Bizzle, man.
Salute to Bizzle, man.
You can get that chair over there. Hey, if you turn the missing one in the front, you good. Just don't sit on the back part.
Turn the missing one.
Huh?
What? Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah, that got to me on the going back to the X shit. You know, the whole if we gonna help people out, and you know, I didn't know how to take that.
Man, I think people was helping X. They just didn't make a video about it, or they didn't make it a big deal because you don't want to, especially when somebody has an addiction.
Yeah,
you don't want to record that and post that and tell everybody what you're doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
how you supposed to do it though? Are you supposed to go on the campaign on your on your page and say, hey y'all, let's stop DMX from smoking crack?
There you go.
How you supposed to handle
it? But that's the crazy part is I don't know how they will want it. Maybe. You know, we in this internet area where everything has to be seen by the internet for it to be true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter what me and Will do between us personally. If it's not on the internet, people don't see it. People are not gonna believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we can be doing the most help to the community, but if it's not posted and don't nobody see it,
why you didn't post it?
Yeah.
See, and then we talk about that a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
Stop using social media for confirmation. Man, y'all killing me with this shit, man.
Yep.
See?
But like I said, man, prayers and well wishes to X, man.
Yeah, man.
On a lighter note, I did see a meme where a girl posted and said, "Dear God, I said my ex, not DMX."
I saw one that said, that's funny. I saw one that said, we said Nas X, not DMX.
Yeah, that was
I seen that. I seen that like a motherfucker. And speaking of Nas X,
oh, geez.
that's what we missed last week.
I don't think we missed it.
Did we miss a show last week?
Nah, we just didn't get on that, man. You know how he got on the devil in his lap.
Huh?
You know, y'all seen the picture. What got me is,
Why? I just want to know why.
You want to know why what?
Why is that in the video?
Yeah. That's what I was about to say. What got me was I didn't even know it was a video. I saw a picture. Set out X put the picture up, and that's how I seen it. And I just thought it was something that was made. I never even. My barber just told me the other day. I was like, I don't even know his music, and he was like, you know that song? The kids sing it, Old Town Road or something like that. And I was like, I thought that was a country song, but I guess he had like Billy Ray Cyrus on it.
No, the remix.
On the remix or something like that. So I had no clue about what was going on, and when I saw the picture that I posted, I thought it was something like made up. I didn't know that shit was like for real. It was a video. He ended up having some shoes that was really like 666 pair, and they had like human blood.
Each one had like a drop of human
blood in it, and he was giving the devil a lap dance and shit. Like,
let's. I mean, I didn't watch the video. I had no interest in watching the video. Even before this came out, like Lil Nas X just didn't. His music, nothing about him made me want to go check for him. Right.
Right.
But then this came out, and like I said, I never seen the video, but I was hearing about it, and like you said, I seen some of the pictures of it, and I said, man, it's a marketing scheme. It's a marketing scheme. It's something that's it's something that's gonna be spoke about, because now think about it. Everybody who has a platform was talking about it. So now everybody's talking about him. You know what I'm saying?
The funny thing about that's what I heard the other day. I heard someone who is, I guess, a real fan of him, and they was like, he's not really like that.
Like what? Like gay?
Gay artists. You
can't fake that.
It was one thing.
I'm sorry.
When Old Town Road came out, he I think he had a tweet that said, "I'm not really gay."
Yeah, a person told me that they knew or they know that he's really just doing this for the money, and like he's nowhere near none of this, but it's just for this.
It's believable,
which is still selling itself out.
Yeah, I mean, some of that's like you can only sell gay so much. Like nigga, you're doing too much. Right. Like if he's not gay, he's the Denzel Washington of gay acting.
The greatest.
Nigga, like,
and that's what the person was telling me too. They was like, man, he's extra. Like he's doing the most with it. What?
I wasn't gonna call it the greatest, but okay, yeah. I get what you're saying.
The greatest gay man. Huh?
How do you be the greatest great man?
The greatest greatest.
The what?
The greatest great man.
Drop a bomb on that or something?
Nah, I'm not dropping no bomb for that.
Yo, he said the greatest gray man.
The greatest gray man.
You know what I try to say, nigga. How do you become the greatest gay man?
I don't know, man. Guys, I don't know.
I said, man, I think it's a marketing scheme, man. I think, like you said, it's all for money. Mm-hmm. He really might be gay. I mean, that's his business, whatever it is. But I think this whole video thing, and even the company that went into business with him, what was it called, Misfit or whatever it was? Like 3 years ago, they did the same Air Maxes with supposedly had holy water in there.
Yeah.
So it's a marketing scheme with that. And did it that way, and supposedly put human blood in there. It's all a marketing scheme, dog. And whatever he was doing is working because everybody's talking about it.
Mercedes said, now, I don't understand how society told that man he was going to hell, so he took a pole down to hell, and now it's an issue. I didn't watch the video, so I'm guessing the video, I guess he took a pole down like.
Well, I haven't seen the video either.
Yeah. I didn't either. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
If it was a pole in the video, that's a really funny joke, Mercedes.
And I'll tell you one thing, that wouldn't be the first pole he took.
Yep.
Greatest of gays.
The greatest of grays.
Greatest of grays.
That's what you said, B.
You said the greatest of grays?
No, you said the greatest
of grays.
I don't know.
That's the name of the show.
No, it's not.
Nah.
No, it's not. Nah, at the end of the day, like I'm like this. I don't give a fuck.
I gotta take a picture of this. Look how I got stuck.
I don't give a fuck on whether this shit is a marketing scheme or not. That shit's weak.
It is
weak.
You
know what I'm saying? That shit is weak as fuck because at the end of the day, this is the shit that's getting fed to Ash. He's weak for the shit. I don't care if that shit's feeding his family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just don't play with that. Like I don't even that's way past you having to have morals or whatever you believe in. That shit is weak.
He don't have morals clearly.
But that's what the just rap in general. That's where we at this point.
Nah, not the rap I listen to. So nah.
You don't think it's no negativity? Not like I mean negativity in general.
Nah, that's not what he doing. That's not negativity. That's
sexual activity.
Nah, that's you. I don't know what word I can use for that, but that's not negativity. That's just wrong. That's what I'm saying. That's just wrong. There are things that are right. There's things that are wrong. There's things that we understand. That's wrong. I'm not paying homage to the devil. I'm not paying homage to getting butt plugs. So that's just wrong. And the world that we live in is so sensitive right now. You got people that are like, well, let people do what they want to do, and that's their beliefs. That's not me. Fuck that. That's wrong. That's wrong. I believe in God. I believe there's a right and a wrong. It's just like not to do something, you're not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like let's not blend entertainment with well, that's how we're supposed to accept it or understand it. No, and that's why I said when you say music that we listen to, like the music that I listen to, like do it have negativity in it? Like as far as like, do they cuss? Do they talk about murder and Glock? Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. You know what I'm saying? But it's I believe it's wrong depending on, that's what I'm saying, what you listening to. Like the artists that I listen to, when they talk about killing, they're speaking on defending themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like the artists that I listen to have grown. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen to, not saying this is what the young generation does, but let's say for instance, like two of my favorite artists, Royce the 5'9", Nas. We've seen these dudes grow in hip hop. You know what I'm saying? There was one point in time where Royce the 5'9" and Nas was talking about fuck a bitch. Now they're like, nah, I'm uplifting our black queens. I'm not saying nothing negative about our black queens. So we're not here to judge. You know what I mean? So yeah. So and those are the ones I don't listen to.
Right.
Those the
that's nothing but a physical manifestation of what the devil represents.
Right.
It's just that we've been eating this so long that it's cool now.
To say, right. Yeah. So that's why I say, like, I'm not speaking on whatever. I'm not, and that's why I say I don't want to say it's the young generation. I really don't know because I don't listen to it. I can tell you who I listen to. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you who I listen to. But whoever's doing it now, I can say the same thing. I don't listen to it, and I'm not knocking it because I don't listen to it.
And to what Bizzle was just saying, I think as the age I'm at now, when I hear certain thing in music, I'm like, yo, this don't even sound cool to me no more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I'm cool on. Like I don't want to hear
Yeah.
a black man talking about to kill another black man or whatever.
Right.
Like I
Exactly.
don't want to hear none of that. You know what I'm saying?
Even the way that you see the way you just phrased that, I'm not knocking it.
I'm not.
But why you knocking?
Lil Nas X.
Nas?
That's a good question.
He's lap dancing on the individual.
Because I feel like. Well, I'm gonna say this. When I said I'm not knocking it, is because I don't listen to it. That means I'm not gonna say they just saying all negative stuff. I don't know. I don't listen to it. We're some of us are quick to hear. Oh, you heard a little Uzi Vert or something like that, and you think it's just trash. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just gonna call it straight up trash because I don't listen to it. I don't know what he's saying. That's why I'm saying I'm not knocking it. Now, he could be saying something negative. He could be saying something I'm not with, but he also could be saying something that's positive. I don't know. I don't know because I don't listen to it. Now, I seen what the Nas X nigga did. I seen that. So
Like if you heard
before I seen the Nas shit, the Lil Nas shit, I never knocked him. I can just yeah.
I had to make sure he clarified that.
Yeah, but before I seen that, you can ask him. I wouldn't speak on him.
Nah.
You ever heard it? Because I don't listen to him, so
Right.
I couldn't tell you before what I saw. I couldn't
what
tell
you
you
heard.
nothing or
Right.
what I heard
Right.
was negative or positive. But when I saw that, I was like, nah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I am just as a man. I'm not going. I can hear you might be trashed from 30 people, and these people might be people that I understand that I'm like, yo, they got credibility, but that's just not me. Like, yo, I gotta let me
Hear it
peep
for
it for myself.
Yeah.
Let me peep it for myself. That's how I am. Because 9 times out of 10, when I do, then I get my own, and then I'm able to, go against or just be like, nah, that shit ain't whack, or it is whack. So that's what I'm saying about the people that I don't listen to. That's why I say I don't knock it. And I think that's what we do in hip hop. Period. There's a lot of us, and there's a lot of people. I heard Royce say this. He was like, man, I've graduated to being. He's like, I don't want to be that old dude that's knocking the young generation just because I don't listen to it. He's like, and I got a son that does music. You know what I'm saying? And that hit home for me because I have a son, and my son comes up to me every day. Daddy, play Fortnite with me. Play Minecraft.
Right. Yep.
Now, naturally, I want to be like, that shit is whack because I don't play it. That's nothing like Gears of War or Contra or or Mario, what I used to play. But I said, nah, you know what? Let me broaden my horizons. Let me step into his zone. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's not even about the game to me. It's about the connection with me and my son. Right. So he gonna take it. Me and my dad play Fortnite.
Yep.
Just like back in the day when my pops and I used to be like, yo, let's play NBA Jam, let's play Street Fighter. He used to be like, nah, man, this is trash. I like Rock'em Sock'em. Right. And I play Rock'em Sock'em, and I'm like, this shit is weak as fuck.
I like Atari.
Yeah, like Atari. All these, you ain't doing nothing but moving boxes. You know what I'm saying? So I move boxes. So I grew to, kind of understand that. And now, like I said, when my pops, when my son be like, Daddy, let's play Fortnite, I'd be like, let's go. I'll be just as hype as him. Let's go. And he goes back and be like, yo, me and my dad got a sniper. He went and bought us some Nerf guns.
My dad good at this game.
Yep. That's it.
I think that kind of goes into another conversation or another topic because usually when dudes now talk about new artists, older school, they're talking about the style, the mumble,
right,
all of that. If we're talking about the content, I don't have to listen to you consistently. I can hear it. I don't listen to Cardi B consistently. Meg Thee Stallion consistently. Right. If I hear WAP, I can say I don't rock with it.
Right.
And I don't have to. The problem is we so much don't want to feel like haters. We call the haters so quick that you have to be like, well, I ain't knocking it if that's what. No, because I have no problem knocking Lil Nas X because everybody knocks
Right.
Then when it comes to somebody who's hot right now,
right,
you look like a hater if you knocking it. But if I don't rock with what you do, if it's wrong to me,
right,
then my standard for right and wrong is set.
right,
You make the song, if it's this don't budge.
right,
right.
My son make a song and he's talking about killing other 10-year-olds.
yeah,
That's wrong.
that's wrong.
Right.
That's wrong.
I don't care if it's my son. And
Right.
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 You just my son, and I love you, and you dead wrong.
Right.
Right.
I mean,
right.
I mean, we can go. I agree.
That's
and,
right.
And we can go down a lot of avenues, but I ain't gonna lie. What's dude name? He enlightened me to something the other day. I watched his interview. Dude from out here, Merce. Merce had a Merce, dude with the dreads.
Yeah, Merce.
Merce, whatever.
Yeah.
He had a little interview when he was like, real quick. I don't know a word from word, but he was like, "Hey, I don't understand how people are saying the Migos aren't hip hop." And he was like, I compared them to Das Effects. And he was like, people saying Amigos mumble and make up words. He said, and that's exactly what Das Effects was doing back in the day. Now, you guys would have to go and research that interview on your own because I can't say it the way he said it that made it make sense. But to make it make sense, but when he said it, it made sense. And I admit I was the first person. Now I'm gonna still say no, I don't listen to the Migos.
Right.
But the way he broke it down,
it makes
like
sense.
it made sense. And I was kind of like, yo, I am being a hypocrite because he at the end of the interview he was like, so you're knocking the Migos for saying da 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 da. He's like, but Das Effects was saying bums. They was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
He's like, and then they was mumbling or doing whatever. And I was like. That it's
This is what I grew up on. This is what I relate to.
Yeah.
right.
Every generation.
That's what I was about to say.
Right.
Because
The generation before us.
Yep.
Man, that ain't real.
That
Yep,
ain't real.
yep. I was about to say that.
Exactly.
I was about to say that.
Yeah.
I heard that a lot.
Like we were what we were supposed to talk about last week. Melly Mel saying
Bizzle, I got to talk to you before I leave too. I got a homie that's a big fan of yours.
Melly Mel saying that that's what got me. Tupac music was just
basically Tupac music hit harder than Biggie, and I feel that way. Tupac impact overall did impact hip hop more than Biggie.
And it did because of the reality. That's what got me in the interview. Tupac, first of all, I always said Pac was a current event rapper. Biggie comes from the element where it's about the skills. And I feel like if that is opinion. If you're a person that's looking for that, then that's what you're gonna like. If you're a person that's not looking for that, that's not what you're gonna like, and you're gonna devote it exactly. I personally am a fan of skill. Mm-hmm. Now, I'm definitely a fan of your abilities too. But Melly Mel got me because I'm like, the way he was explaining it, I was like, yo, I just hate when they draw, because that's where I'm at now.
Drawing the separation.
Right. I since I converted, I've been living this whole respecting other people's reality, even if you don't agree with it. Just respect it. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, you don't draw separation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I don't like. I don't like that in anything that we do. I hate when someone finds something to separate it, especially when we know. Let's go to Biggie and Pac. Biggie and Pac, we all agree that Biggie and Pac is great, right?
Both of them great,
and we and
they're great for different reasons,
right? And as hip hop consumers, we were affected by both of their deaths,
right?
So it's like if we really genuinely believe, like me as a hip hop head, I wish Biggie and Pac was still alive. I wish they were. So I'm not gonna try to create a difference in them. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm not trying to put out. I'm hip hop first. I believe they were hip hop first. You know what I'm saying? They were hip hop first. They made their own in different type of music, but they were hip hop first. They were fans too, and I hate when I see people that try to give energy to the separation. I think it's cool to understand that if that's not something you rock with, then that's just something you don't rock with. You know what I'm saying? Because we all know in hip hop, there's different type of styles, there's different type of messages, there's different everybody embraces it different. So when you're drawing separation, it's almost like you're trying to make it to where whatever you're into is better than what the next person is. Like that like and like Bizzle, like you do. I even hate saying that Christian rap. Like I don't like that separation.
I don't like the separation.
You're an MC.
You're an MC.
You're an MC to me.
No matter what your content is, you can rap.
Like you're MC. Like DMX talked about God. You know what I'm saying? Pop talked about God. MC. I embrace the ability. So whatever songs you like, because I've embraced your ability. Whatever songs you do, because I've embraced your ability and what I like and the skill. Like it don't, to my ear, it don't sound no different from the X song where he talking about God, or the Pac song, or the people that we don't, you know, they ain't on a high pedestal, like a Richie Rich or Tretch got a song about God. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no difference.
I feel like you do about the separation, but the reality is whether you're talking about who's the greatest shooter, who's better, LeBron or Kobe.
Right.
Like, that's just what the world does.
It is. Yeah. Right.
Specifically, when you say I just care about hip hop, well, hip hop was rooted in pride.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Beginning, so that's always been a part of it.
Right.
So it was my borough against your borough.
Yeah. Right.
So you a sucker MC.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Gay.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's always competitive.
Right. It's a
That's why every generation that hates on the last generation, I'm like, bruh, you want to talk about, what we do ain't really hip hop. You listen to what was that? They used to have I'm If the Dip.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Sugar Hill Gang. Sugar Hill Gang.
Between that and I'm a PIMP.
Yeah. Yeah.
right.
It's not really different. All these breaks and we'd be like, oh, well, we used to sell drugs.
Yeah.
Instead of using them. Right.
Subconsciously, if the person selling the drugs is not the villain, then that means that the drugs ain't hurt nobody and they're okay to do.
Right.
Right? But then it go too far, we grow up, we get more mature, and we not with that no more.
Yep.
We already raised this generation.
Right.
Yeah. That's facts right there. Like you
Yeah,
said,
man.
man. In our era, they was talking about selling it. Now in this era, they using it. It just seems like we just sold to this generation. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
What Jay say?
We sold to their parents.
Right.
But which heading down to them.
Yeah, well, yeah, they was affected too.
I mean, it's not directly to them, but it's to
Some
them.
of them. I mean, that's where crack babies came from.
Yeah. What's that line that Jay said where one of them was y'all respect the one that got shot.
I respect the shooter. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that goes to I was listening to J. Cole the other day. I believe it was a song he had on Born Sinner where he was talking about what he's questioning, and he's like, you know, don't quote me, but he says something like, well, if I need to die at a young age so y'all can appreciate me, or should I just keep going for a long time to deal with whether I'm whack or not, or whatever sales that I made or I didn't.
Right.
And it's like it seemed like that's what some are doing. And I was talking to one of my OGs a month ago who, and I'm not gonna reveal his name, but this dude is serious on hip hop. Like he cannot stand and that's why I said I don't want to reveal his name. He cannot stand Biggie and Pac for talking about death in their raps. Because he feels like, first of all, let me say this. He can't stand NWA, and he can't stand Biggie and Pac for talking about death in their raps. He says
the tongue is a powerful sword.
Yeah, he feel like NWA killed hip hop. And he said Biggie and Pac, because of how their careers ended, it's almost like that's what the generation is shooting for. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I got a little brother, and I remember when that dude, whatever his name, Nakasha X, Triple X, yeah. Is that him?
This nigga said Triple X.
Triple X, right?
Which one you talking about? Because it was a Triple X rapper. He got killed. XXX
yeah, the one that got the one that got killed. The one that got killed.
XXX and Tashion. Yeah.
He my little brother 11.
Yo,
and he was bugging. He was bugging. And I'm looking at him walking around the house, do his little research, and he's like, he reminded me of like when I was shocked and found out like how Biggie and Pac died, and back then we didn't have the internet like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he was kind of embracing it, like, yo, he was asking me like, is this how you felt about like when Pac died and stuff like that? And I'm not about to go in detail with him.
Right.
Or, right now it's too long, but everybody know what type of Pac fan and Biggie fan I am. But he was, he was hurt, you know what I mean? And he was just like, yo, that dude, I loved him, and he was big to me, and now I'm kind of like, is that how it's supposed to be? Like, in order for you to be dope, and then a couple months later, Nipsey died and shit like that. And I'm like,
it was a couple people that got killed within that time span, or that died within that time span,
right?
But it's unfortunate that we have to. That's how some people have to see it, because we have some rappers that have aged gracefully in hip hop, and this is the first generation where we can see how hip hop is supposed to age. You know what I'm saying? Like when we seen like you said, Sugar Hill Gang, they was already older. You know what I'm saying? So we seen like the Nas from a young age, we seen Jay from a younger age, and to see how they move now, it's like, okay, this how hip hop's supposed to age. You don't have to die at a young age to get glorified. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Meth said that the other day.
Right.
And within hip hop, what the industry does is they take the youngest person and make them the leader. The wildest one, they gonna make, like, notice in hip hop, we the only ones that age out. The Rolling Stones
can tour for years.
Yeah.
Right? And it's
talking about you old, you this, you that.
Yeah. Right.
They do.
The people who still need leadership,
yep.
And a lot never receive leadership from another man, and make them leaders, and then step back and let them lead
the next generation into destruction.
I say that all the time, man. That's something that a lot of people have overlooked. Look how old Biggie and Pac were when they passed.
Pac was 25.
25 and 24. Now, that's when they passed. Now, I'm 40 years old right now. Right? I'm 40 years old right now. You talking about, I was listening to songs like So Many Tears, Machine Gun Funk, et cetera, that these dudes wrote when they were 20, 21.
Yeah.
Illmatic. Nas started writing that at 16. Geniuses. You talking about these dudes, like DMX. DMX is 50 years old right now. 50 years old.
50.
You talking about, you listen to these songs right now and you relate. You thought you related to them back in the day. You definitely relate to them now. And I'm listening to So Many Tears at 40 years old, and I'm like,
I get chills every time I hear that.
I'm 40.
I'm
40, and he wrote that at 20 years old.
Well, I get chills every time I hear that song.
Yeah, it's crazy. But like you said, they take the young generation or the younger artists or whatever.
They prey on the people who they know need the money. Like, I'm gonna go to the inner city who I know some people where his talent is. Okay, you've never seen $10,000 at one time in your life, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna give you this $300,000 contract.
Right.
But you have to do everything we say you do. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where it goes. And that's how.
Mm-hmm.
I shot him to the record exec, and he was loving it. But then it was at the time, right upon the cusp of when I got saved. So as my heart started changing, I didn't feel comfortable making that same music, and I wasn't that same person.
Mm-hmm.
So I started toning it down. As I sent him them records, he literally was like, "Yeah, man, I like that one that you sent, but like, where's that gangster stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Send me some more. We need to make some more of that."
That negative.
The typical.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, man.
What you feel, B?
Nah, that's a trip. I mean, that's what they want. It's like right now, you have to sound like what's going on now. Like they want that. Like around that time, what year was that? That was 04? 05? Catching All Fades. No, that was later than that. Okay, no. Okay, so so around that time, so then it was still a little bit of gangster rap was still in effect, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was what they needed. I think around that time it's starting to change. Okay, that's when niggas start wearing the skull belts and that's when Ed Hardy and all that.
Dipset was killing. They had that rock and roll look.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but it was still gangster music.
Yeah.
Niggas still getting shot by niggas with skinny jeans.
Weird.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, but the go back to the topic of the the top of the conversation. I do think that Pac music was more influential in hip hop because I think he touched different, like every aspect that you want, every corner that you want to hit, Pac hit, and I think that was his agenda.
Yeah, I agree. It just wasn't. My thing is, like I would say to Melly Mel, I feel you, but that's not no knock to Biggie.
It's not knock to Biggie.
You're talking about two different people. Pac is from that background of the Black Panthers, the righteousness and stuff like that. I get it. Biggie is from that background of the corner, the street hustler, and the element of MCing. They both represented hip hop well. That's how I look at it.
I just don't think I don't think they on the same level though. Like rapping wise.
Well, Biggie a better MC.
That's it. But that he's just a better rapper. Overall, I wouldn't even if we're talking top 5, I'm still not putting Biggie in the top 5.
Of
nigga.
Overall. And you putting Pac in the top 5 of overall?
Yeah.
Over you talking about like Rakim?
Overall
Cool
in
G?
general, just in general. In general, just everything. When we talk about each hip hop artist, nigga.
Before we even start this,
I don't know.
I done sat on tour.
I don't know.
Veins popping all right. You know how we get when we talk about
Right.
hip hop.
Right.
At the end of the day, you gotta come up with whatever the guideline is gonna be that you judging it by.
I agree.
That's where everybody comes short. It's like who sold the most.
Get that nigga.
Man, get Bizzle.
Get nigga Bizzle a mic, man. Get nigga Bizzle a mic, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
That's why I said overall.
But
with
did Biggie really do enough to become a hip hop legend?
Maybe he didn't, but that don't mean Pac didn't either. If you're talking about overall,
but see what B Sin is overall sliders. Like all sliders is on all the way up. Like he got Pac is top 5.
It depends on what he looking at.
If they both players on 2K, you don't feel like Pac's attributes, he got more higher attributes over. He's more overall than Biggie when you start going down the line because that's what he's saying.
No.
Overall,
Nah. Well, because you said attributes, which means that don't have nothing to do with sales. That don't have nothing to do with popularity.
So that would be
that's still an attribute.
No.
We're talking about sales.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What
but that's everything. That's everything. We
you know what I'm saying? We're gonna forever bump it. I agree. Because at that,
and it's all opinionated at the end of the day. It's how you take
even
music.
Mom said it. Look at Mom, son.
Who moms?
Overall,
My moms?
my mom. Oh, Yeah.
That
no,
mom?
no, yeah, my mom's. Yeah, moms love Pac.
But moms know Pac.
Yeah, moms
you
love.
know
Moms
what I'm
know Big too.
Like, so, you know,
That's what I'm saying. Now is popularity an attribute? That's what I'm saying. We would have, like Bizzle said, we would have to put down what the attributes are: sales, impact, popularity,
Skills, MC, wordplay.
The
Yeah.
only thing Biggie got Tupac at is rapping, just lyrically. That's it to me. Lyrically, that's it.
I think
even if he got his swag from Tupac, the Versace and all that.
But hold up. If you do your top 5 and Pac is in your top 5, who's your other 4? Let me hit him real quick.
I would go with Jay would be in there.
Okay.
Then you got I know.
Go ahead.
We supposed to be brothers.
Go ahead.
I mean, overall, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Who else would be in there? Oh,
And this is just your opinion.
Dylon.
this is me. Nah, Dylon.
We got, and we ain't saying who's 1 or 5.
Nasir.
You got Nas.
Nasir's in
So that's
there.
3. You got 2 more.
Eminem. Who would be that 4th?
Who?
You said Drake? Oh, Drake? Nah, I ain't gonna put Drake in the top 5. Hey, but
Hold on.
That's what I'm saying.
What Bizzle was saying, if you go all attributes, Drake is in the top 5.
But wait, that's
wait. He asking me for my top 5,
right, and that's what.
All
And
over.
that's
Well,
Go ahead.
If we
I would like to hear what grading scale you use.
What you yeah, exactly.
The top 5.
I would too, because my thing is, if you can throw the fact that you can throw in Nas and Eminem up in there, I mean, I would think a lot of that has to do with popularity, skills, record sales, and impact. And it's like
impact,
and it's like Biggie don't have that.
And everybody, Biggie was in the game. Oh, that's exactly what it was.
Even if it is, but that's still big. Everybody after
Why? They started it. Why is it big?
Because everybody after Biggie, Cameron was on Drink Champs the other day and was talking about how he does not perform horse and carriage. He said because after Biggie, he said everybody in New York was like, we're not going to be successful unless we sound or do what Biggie does. He said, I don't perform horse and carriage no more. He said, because that was He said, told him, do this because this is what Biggie would do. Now,
And
you have
fine,
a
but at that time, Biggie is Biggie is 2 albums in at that time.
But whatever, that's an impact. You can't
On Cameron?
on the whole East Coast.
No.
Yeah. What are you talking?
The thing that I would take away, right, when it comes to Biggie is, and it's not his fault, and that's what sucks, right? And you don't have to be around super long to be better than everybody.
No.
You have to be around long enough to prove consistency.
Thank you.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
With Pac, if you ask most people, I think they're going to say, nobody's going to say, oh, Tupacalypse Now was doper than the one that came after it. And then the one after it was King. A lot of people liked his albums like this.
Yes.
He was shooting, he was going up, right?
I think a lot of people liked his albums after the drama, but that's a whole nother. Because people. Fans take what I notice. You know, every fan wants to be real. I've been on Pac, I've been on Jay, I've been on Cube since day one. But in that real time, like I'll be the first to say, like whether we compare it or not, when Strictly for My Niggas came out and Tupacalypse Down came out, wasn't nobody really checking for Pac like that. They didn't start checking for Pac until Me Against the World, and that
I can't say that. I can't say that. I can't say that because Brenda's got a baby and
Brenda's got a baby was fire off the back.
No, it was, but it wasn't.
But I see what you're saying though.
You feel me?
No, I see what you're saying.
My point was this.
Strictly for My Niggas.
Then the next album came out.
Strictly for My Niggas.
Niggas felt like that was harder than
The first one.
Tupacalypse Now, yeah.
Me Against the World came out, and niggas felt like that was harder than Strictly for My Niggas. Then All Eyes on Me came, like,
Right.
niggas kept stepping it up.
But that came with drama.
Biggie wasn't here long enough to know if he was going to keep going like this. And a lot of Biggie fans like Ready to Die more
Well, I think that's because you have that real time era of where hip hop was at that time. Because Biggie is still going up against Mobb Deeps, Wu-Tangs, Busta Rhymes, these different sounds, Snoops. Biggie said it himself. He wanted to have a mirror image of a Snoop, but didn't know that Snoop was like, I'm trying to find a sound, even though this ain't in my coast. Like Biggie and them shit bumped, and that's the shit that got me, twisted and beefing with Pac on my own coast. So that lets you know their ear, they were fans, musically inclined. Biggie going up against, if you take away the drama, like Glasses Malone said, I had to rethink that shit. When I first heard Glasses Malone say, Snoop was Pac couldn't touch Snoop at first, because I'm like popularity and I like way more Tupac songs than Snoop's. I'm like, nah. But the way he broke it down, and I'm not a Glasses Malone fan, I'm like, yo, it really made sense.
No, nigga, Snoop was done after that first album.
We didn't.
That wasn't nobody checking for the second joint.
People was checking. No. It's just that we heard the second joint and people didn't like it. You can't say we wasn't checking for it. We was checking for it.
Yeah. But once you heard it,
Boom. Hard drop.
that album didn't age well.
Okay, but Snoop was still bigger from, if you take his introduction to the game, which was Deep Cover, and let's say he half and half with the Chronic and Doggy Style.
So how many years is that? Are we counting years?
Well, you got to think about Deep Cover came out in what, like 90?
Because Tupac's career wasn't that long in rap. Let's be real. Tupac's career was what, as a rapper, 91 and 96?
Yep. Yeah.
So let's do first 5 years. He's not fucking with Pac on the first 5 years.
Nigga, when Snoop came out.
Total though.
Dog, when Snoop came out.
We know that.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this.
50 Cent argument right now. Like, nigga, when 50 came out, nigga, what happened after that?
Okay, but I'm going to say this, though. I'm going to say this. And that's true. But at that point, we can sweep shit under the rug because we know what happened. We know what happened to Tupac. We know, drama and stuff like that and death. I'm just saying, in real time, when we first heard Snoop on Deep Cover, for years the whole world wanted to know, where's this dude? We didn't have that. Pac didn't have that off of. But his feature on All Around the World, same song. Pac didn't have that, and then he came out with an album. You talking about he had 2 albums before Snoop. He had 2 albums before Snoop.
Yeah, but he also didn't have a super producer like Snoop.
He
had Dr. Dre, who's from NWA.
I think what Ben is saying is that if you would have put Pac if you'd have put Pac with Dre earlier in his career, it might be a different trajectory.
If Snoop was that big when Pac came out, he wouldn't have overshadowed that nigga.
So look, when you say he couldn't touch Snoop, what are you talking about?
I'm saying his impact to the game. I'm not saying he. Of course, he already surpassed Snoop. We already know that he surpassed Snoop. But I'm talking. I'm talking about from
Snoop.
That's what I'm saying.
That's it. But we're talking.
But that's the thing though. You can't.
If that's the case, 50 Cent outdid Snoop. When 50 dropped, he outdid Snoop. Diamond.
That's true.
Out the gate.
That's true.
So what is that saying?
That's true.
But if we're talking about, that's why I was talking about Pac's trajectory.
Right.
Snoop's trajectory wasn't that. It was here. This.
Well, we know that. And
matter of fact,
that's why I'm saying it goes back to when you're going off of. We all know Pac is a better rapper than Snoop, and he possibly always have been.
Right.
Now.
I think Snoop got the best album
right,
on there too.
That's Doggy Style.
That's it.
But if we want to talk about just off the first
dog.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Snoop
saying.
dropped that first album. Niggas wasn't checking for Snoop till that last Meal album dropped. Them first two had No Limit.
But we know
That second one from Death Row,
but you also
we
got,
know what happened.
But you also got to think
you
that
know
like
what happened. You got to look at everything.
But you also got to think that
he went to the
but you also talking about just Snoop solo albums. Like Snoop also was messing with Dog Pound. Dog Pound had a co-fighter following. Everything on Death Row.
Snoop wasn't on that album like that.
But it doesn't matter. It was Snoop was involved with that. So when Dog Pound came out, niggas want to say Dog Pound not including Snoop.
Snoop was the West Coast. Snoop was the West Coast
because in that era, at that point, Q it went from Q and then it went to Snoop.
Yep.
Okay. And Snoop had it for a couple years, but that 1 year of his album, and then everything else was everything he was featured on.
Yeah.
And then everything that had to do with Death Row, because everything with Death Row was just a hit at that point.
Right.
That's when the West Coast was just everything the West Coast put out.
What year Doggy Style came out?
93.
93.
Okay, 93. So by that time, what albums Tupac had at that time?
Strictly for my
Strictly
niggas.
for my niggas and
Tupacalypse
Now.
And So Many Tears.
No.
So Many Tears.
In 93?
So Many Tears came out in
94.
94, 95.
Yeah, I remember 94 because I remember that's when.
Wait, Doggy Style came out in 93 or 94?
No, Doggy Style came out in 92.
Nah, Chronic came out in 92.
93.
Doggy Style came out Chronic came out in 92. Doggy Style came out in 93, and I think Me Against the World came out 94, 95.
Okay, so now
because Me Against the World came out when Pac was in jail.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if you really think about Snoop's discography, when he hit, yes, we
93.
know Snoop was that nigga when he dropped. But if you go to the second album, third, fourth, and fifth,
Snoop was that nigga off of
one album.
But
what he wrote for the Chronic.
But we're not. But yeah, exactly. But
and all his features that was all the Death Row shit.
Yeah, but that's big. To only be 18, 19 years old, you don't even really have a full album out yet.
But you with one of the illest producers ever to touch.
But
quick, huh?
Nah, because it depends because one hit wonders in our era are just the singles. Like nobody. My era of one hit wonders is like Tone Loc's, Young MCs. Nobody knew their albums. They just knew that one single. That was it.
That's what niggas called.
It was just a single.
Niggas called Joe Budden a one hit wonder.
You're not a one hit wonder when you have a dope album.
Classic.
Then decent. Then decent.
I'm talking about just in hip hop in general. Nobody remembers those next three at least.
You talking about the Snoop album?
The Snoop album.
I don't know because you got. We was talking about that in Vegas. Man, that might be us. Yeah, but I'm saying
did you like any of the Snoop No Limit albums?
That's the point that I'm trying to make. Us right here, we just talking about that in Vegas. People get on me for liking Dogfather. I know people that love Dogfather. I know people that hate it. I know people that don't like nothing that he did with No Limit. Mm-hmm. Nothing at all. Nothing. Mm-hmm. Nothing. They like nothing. And then there's people who I know that say
a lot of those people do that judged off because it was with No Limit.
I don't know, but what?
Critically acclaimed, it don't matter. You might if you know somebody who says that Doggy Style was weak, we still gonna say I think we all can agree in hip hop Doggy Style.
I think it depends on what you're going by because like Brandon Lawrence when he brought up the whole like how can you call a certain album weak when it sold this, and we might be like we don't care about what it sold.
About the sales.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It depends to the masses.
I never really rocked with Illmatic like that. I wasn't on Nas at that time. I got in my introduction to Nas more so was If I Ruled the World.
It was written.
But I understand that Illmatic is generally considered a classic in hip hop, and regardless if I don't feel that way, I can't knock it because I see.
But there's okay, but check this out though. There's before Jay said you have one hit album every 9-year average. No one's talking about I Am. Now in our era, we went off the source.
You said your favorite Nas album?
Which one? I Am.
Exactly. Now check this out. You know how many people call that album whack? And that shit got 4.5 mics.
4.5 mics.
They don't talk about that.
I heard a lot.
Man,
I heard a lot of people call that whack.
So and see,
But
like what
my-
Bizzle just said right
my
now.
favorite rapper said, "If you don't see me in the source mag, don't see
Right,
me."
but that's what I'm
East
saying.
Coast
Like
enemy.
what Bizzle said. There's
Shout out to Quake.
I didn't hear nobody saying I Am was whack until Jay said it. And then even when I put the proof is in the pudding, well, it hit. Look, this is what we went off of in our era. The source gave it 4.5 mics. 5 is a classic.
Mm-hmm.
When I put that in group chats or show it to people, they be like, that's that album that had You Owe Me. So but that's what I'm saying though. So it's like at the end of the day, we gonna go off of I don't know if we can just say we going off our opinion. I don't know if we can just say we going off of what's critically acclaimed. I remember, like I said, when Brandon Lawrence was here, he was like, "Hey man, we have to find a common ground, whether we going off of what is sold or what we like personally." I think what we like personally is gonna be hard to pretty much agree with. But when you throwing in like B, when you throwing in the impact it did or it sold or whatever, that's like me saying, you might be like, I Am was weak to me. And I say, well, it was 4.5 mics though. And you say, that don't mean shit to me. That's like someone saying, such and such went platinum. And you like, well, that don't mean nothing to me too. But then when you say, well, what about how this album did this for Snoop or Pac or Eminem or whoever to you? Jay sold this. I mean, look, like Nelly sold a lot of records too, but he's not talking.
That whole mic in the source joint, we know we that's our era where we used to faithfully read them joints.
Right.
Any rap magazine, hip hop magazine, we read them. But we also know for a fact that niggas was buying mics in the source.
I don't know that.
We know for a fact.
Nah. We know
that. For a fact. It's fact. Just like payola.
We know
why wouldn't it be if it's payola? If they can pay to get on the radio, here, play this on the radio. Or
we know artists buy their albums too.
Oh, for real? Like the ranking, like top Billboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go.
Well, we know artists buy their albums.
But that's always been going
exactly.
on. That's always been going on.
But when you say that to take away from a album getting 5 mics in the source, you don't bring that up when you like, okay, well, this Jay album went platinum. Like he could have spent at that time $1 million.
I don't like Jay's or quote unquote best selling album.
What's his best selling album?
Volume 2.
Hard Knock Life, right?
Yeah, I don't care for that album.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I know. I don't care for that album.
Right. But we know that
we know that's the album that if it wasn't for that album, Jay probably wouldn't be Jay.
Right. But what I'm saying is we all have
after that was trash.
We all have these what we know people was doing as Doc Carter, I think.
Volume 3. That what was the single off Volume 3? Oh, the single was dope. In the club, the 4 a.m.
Yeah.
With Benny Siegel and
yeah. That might have been one of the few.
And Big Pimpin' was on there.
But my thing is like we all know these avenues that they go. People pay for mics in the source.
We need to put Snoop under a microscope.
Buying albums. I mean, that's gonna go with every artist.
I think we should put every artist under a microscope.
I'm talking about because what he's saying when he was quoting the Glasses joint, like even when I heard Glasses say that, like, man, dog,
Snoop
like Snoop
was the West Coast. I don't care what nobody says.
Snoop was the nigga when that second album dropped. But also, from after that second album dropped, what did Snoop do after that? That be like, nigga, he's the West Coast. Like, yeah, he did drop a classic album. Yes, Snoop for Doggy Style Forever is solidified as a hip hop classic. When you go from 90,
what are you judging it off of?
92, right? That's what 93.
But what are you judging it off of?
Off of what? His discography?
The way the album sound to you or what it sold? Because my thing is Snoop, you can go to any place in the world.
Impact.
Okay.
Yeah, Impact.
So
how dope it is.
Right,
it's a majority of things.
So you might not like that album or
wait, what are we talking about?
I'm just saying. I'm not even saying a album. I'm just saying. With you saying, I don't know if Snoop was the West Coast after the first album. Go to this day. Snoop damn near 50 years old. My grandmama knows Snoop. His mama knows Snoop. My son knows Snoop. Now, they not going to be able to tell you, hey, what album was dope or not.
Well, that's because he's an icon. He's a celebrity.
Right. Nah, but he's
a celebrity icon.
But there's a reason why he got to that icon status. And that don't have nothing to do with
because in 98, you thought Snoop was the West Coast?
Snoop.
In 98.
Snoop.
Nigga, just say no first before you go into that.
Snoop has been the face of the West Coast. I'm going to say this. Personally, I'm just going to go with Cube because I like Cube. But when it comes to who everybody know, they talking about Snoop regardless of what album sound like this. That's what I'm saying.
That's why because he's famous.
Okay, that's fine. But I'm telling you personally, I'm going with Cube. I'm telling you, I'm picking Cube as the West Coast, as the face of the West Coast. But when you ask the whole world, they gonna say Snoop, and it's a reason why.
Or Dre.
Are we talking about to this day?
To this day.
Or Dre.
To this day,
I think
I'll put if it had to be
to this day.
If it had to be a representation of each state.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Cube.
I'm going with Snoop.
I will put Dre.
But see, Dre is the mount. Dre is.
Look. With Snoop, it's not just because it's not really because of music.
It's not.
It's
Dre,
not. I mean,
Cube. We know Cube got way better albums.
If we going hip hop, if we going rappers, I will pick Cube. But if we just going overall, I'm gonna put Dre. Because when
Cube
niggas
discography ain't nothing to talk about either. But that's something else.
But it is.
Yeah, it is.
Y'all niggas crazy.
He can have a crazy greatest hits album.
Yes.
Cube.
Yes.
I'm talking about Snoop.
Best. Snoop.
Oh,
Yes.
Snoop. Yeah.
Yes.
Snoop can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Snoop will drop a. Snoop will give you a single. What I'm saying is, after he dropped in '93, when he dropped the first album in '93, the second album came out in what, '97?
Who was the face to you then? Forget
Quick.
albums. Who was the face to you after Snoop?
Quick.
Or before Snoop and after Snoop, or whenever you gave Snoop? I want to know who was the face of the West Coast to you.
I'm answering you.
Nah, I already know you.
Quick.
Quick's a one-trick pony, but
Who was putting a better album?
Man. Who was the face
before?
Just tell me who's been the face of the West Coast to you. If this nigga don't say Snoop,
before Snoop,
who's been the
In 98. In 98.
No,
This ain't 98. Who was the face of the West Coast?
in '98.
98.
Oh,
Who was putting out the best music out the West Coast in 98?
man, who?
Tupac.
Tupac didn't.
Tupac was still putting out good music in '98. I don't care what niggas say. Nigga.
What album came out in 98?
A compilation.
No, it wasn't a compilation.
Yeah, it
was
was.
his album. No, that was his album.
It was a compilation. It was the old songs.
In '98, it was his album. It was song.
Which album you talking about?
Dog, Tupac died in 95. That's why, or 96. That's why he's saying what did Snoop put out in 98? He just asked him who was the face of the West Coast in 98.
It wasn't good music coming from the West at that time.
So that's why.
So what I'm saying is that's why I said Tupac was still running the West after he's gone.
All right.
Nigga.
All right.
Dog,
All right.
Snoop.
Okay. Okay.
I think Pac was still the most talked about.
We know.
That's what. Remember, all the Machiavelli mixtapes was leaking.
We know.
Everybody was looking for musically. It was still Pac's energy at that time.
Let Snoop had died.
Are You Still Down came out in 97.
You said let Snoop had died?
Let Snoop die.
If Snoop had died in 95, he'd have been the greatest rapper of all time.
You crazy.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
After one album?
Everything that got put. Yes.
What did Snoop? Nobody's telling me what did Snoop do after that first album dropped. That first album dropped in what? 93. Second album dropped in 97.
With Biggie, what he's saying is the same thing.
You're right.
Why people call Biggie the best rapper ever?
Because the thing is when you die, you don't have a chance to plateau. You don't have a chance to go down. We don't know what Biggie would have did after that. We don't know what Pac would have done after that.
What we saw Pac, that's why I have to give that edge to Pac, is because we did see him
the trajectory, right?
he was still going.
And that nigga work ethic was crazy because he was still we got born again after what was that? When after Biggie died, what was that? Born Again?
Did this nigga say Born Again?
Is that what it is? After Biggie died, the one after this double album, because he was
Born
alive
Again.
to make the second one.
Those was all old songs from the second album.
Exactly.
Verses
so what I'm saying though,
but that don't,
that album didn't age like what was the second Tupac double album? Not
Man,
the second and the third one.
Now that's when you start. That's when a nigga like me start getting mad because
You should,
because
Biggie,
a lot of them motherfucking Machiavellis that was coming out before the actual real one was trash. It was just the fact that we know we know Tupac was dead. We was anticipating shit like come on, man. Like that are you still down?
At least
shit?
we still got
like,
to judge Tupac. We couldn't judge
man,
Biggie.
Man, let all I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this. Just like
Are you still down? It's from the 90s, like early 90s.
I'm gonna say this. Just like they did Biggie duets. They took old verses and put it with new producers. If Biggie, now we'll give Pac that. He was a workaholic. He worked more than Biggie in the studio. He had verses working with groups for years, days, months. So you can take a lot of those.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. That's why we got
Tupac?
out of the.
No,
Tupac did.
Okay, look.
Tupac was a workaholic.
When he died, the first album came out after he died was "Are You Still Down?"
Dog.
Or after Machiavelli.
Dude,
Are You Still Down?
Yeah,
that's early Pac stuff like 91, 92, 93, all that.
It sounds like
now,
that.
So that's what I'm saying.
Stuff that don't hold on. Let me finish. Now that album don't have nothing compared to the other double CDs that came out musically wise.
Until the end of time.
Until the end of time.
Are You Still Down?
No.
Are You Still Down was a double CD?
No, that's the one we're talking about.
Yeah,
that's the one from the early 90s, from the old Tupac
and then
album.
Until the End of Time.
He made Until the End. What's the other one? Until the End of Time.
Yeah.
And Better Days. Now he made all of that.
Right.
From the time he got out of jail.
Yeah.
So he made so many albums and it wasn't trash. To me, the original Machiavellis was better than the re-releases. The beats, the production, way better. And you're not even a Pac fan like that too. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to,
I know I'm just no. I don't think that shit has nothing to do with whether you're a Pac fan or not.
Yes,
a lot of Pac attention came from the drama and what happened. Now that don't have nothing to do with
part, though?
Everything.
But that's everything now.
Right? That's what I'm saying.
That's what they say. No publicity.
But you still, okay, but that don't have nothing to do.
But you still got.
Oh yes,
you still got. But you still got to produce.
That don't have nothing to do with his skill. No, that's what I'm saying.
Snoop didn't drop a classic
no,
after the drama.
but this is what I'm saying. That don't have nothing to do with. That don't have nothing to do with what Pac did in the studio. That don't have nothing to do with
I agree with you.
That don't have nothing to do with his talent.
I was about to say.
No, I agree with you.
That don't have nothing to do with that. I repeat, that don't have nothing to do with Pac's talent and what and his work ethic as far as what he was able to do. Like I'm able to draw. I got archives of music. Biggie,
that's not trash.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. But that's what I'm saying. Biggie, they did that. See, niggas probably ain't heard Biggie duets. So you brought up Born Again.
I heard Biggie do it.
All right, cool. So what I'm saying is,
I brought up Born Again because Born Again had music from the 97 Biggie.
Right. But we also know, Pac was the first of his kind. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody impacted the industry like Pac. Biggie, that's why I said that's one thing that I do agree.
Biggie was the first of nothing.
No, that's one thing I agree with Melly Mel. The music that Pac made, yeah, it was more soulful. It was more touching. It was more feeling. It was more feeling. It was more feeling. I give you that. All I'm saying is that don't take away from whatever you like. Biggie's skill. So what I'm saying is we give all this credit to Pac about what he did. And what he had in his archives. That's dope. That dude was a workaholic. I get it. Biggie, like what Spill said, I think we probably would have saw a better and greater Biggie than what we experienced when he was alive. Whether you say Ready to Die was better than Life After Death or vice versa, we don't know. We all know the rumors about he was messing with Preem after that. We don't know. But what I'm saying is, of course, Biggie wasn't in the game long enough as Pac. So Pac or Snoop. So Pac, he had that longevity.
How long was Biggie in the game?
He not as long as Pac. Pac was recording in '89.
I get that, but he wasn't an artist at the time.
It don't matter. That's what I'm saying.
We're talking career,
right?
Like, Tupac career.
But you're not. But what I'm saying is, you talking as if like you're putting up like nigga.
This why Biggie couldn't fuck with Pac.
You putting up like those Machiavelli albums, like hands down, nigga. Those I get it. Those Machiavelli albums was dope. Those
Machiavelli albums.
Them shits wasn't.
Nigga, them turned into the.
Them shits wasn't fucking with Life After Death. Them shits was not fucking with Life After Death, and that's a double CD.
Nah, nigga, you
nothing. Nothing. They wasn't. And that's what I'm saying.
You can say that. And you can say that. And that still don't do shit for Biggie. Because a lot.
But that's what I'm saying. You niggas talk about it like if it was just like this shit is just.
But why are we comparing the Machiavelli albums to Life After Death?
Because that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. He's doing it.
Well, because this nigga brought up Born Again. Like and he right, but he tried to compare that's not.
I'm comparing After Death.
My thing
albums.
It's music that you don't know if niggas would have put out.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is,
compare like his real album against the stuff that Pac might have wanted to go and not like.
But we all know that Pac had more. That's what I'm saying. We all know that you can't. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't compare that because Biggie didn't have enough material with Pac. Pac been rapping recordingly wise since '88. Digital Underground was out in '88.
So his career started in '91.
No, we know his career started, but the nigga, his feature, right? But we know, but I know, but what I'm saying is
that nigga made all that music.
What I'm saying is,
a year or two,
Biggie
a year,
right? But just because he made all that, that's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas,
but it's good music. That's what I'm telling you.
It's good music to y'all.
No,
it's good music to y'all.
It's not good music.
I don't hear nobody playing no Machiavelli unless it's the Don whatever shit. That's why I said to y'all.
Will, listen to me. Listen to me.
That shit's in your rotation.
Let me
it's
tell
probably
you.
in yours.
If you listen,
when the last
I'm
time
about
you
to
heard,
break it down. Let me know when you
listen to all them old Machiavellis.
I'm about to kill him.
Just answer me that. Now I'll say right now. You probably gonna say tomorrow or yesterday. the last time you listened to some old Machiavellis. But when you check these
once he finished, I'm going
check these radio stations, check these hip hop sites, and see when the last time they played some old Machiavelli versus whatever it's the Don Illuminati one or whatever Biggie album came out. Now, in your opinion, you're saying those were quality and good albums. I'm gonna give you that.
But when were they being played, right?
But are they being played? Are they talked about now? Fuck played. Are they talked about now?
Let me know when you finish so I can.
I'm done. Before you start, just answer my question. When was the last time you seen a radio station or any of these hip hop sites just even talking, not even playing, talking about those old Machiavellis?
Thank you.
I haven't.
You never heard Thug Mansion on the radio?
Thug Mansion wasn't on no Machiavelli.
Yes, it was.
No, that was on Better Days. That was on Better Days.
It was an unreleased song from the Machiavelli album.
Dog, they don't play that. They don't play the one they play the one with Anthony Hamilton. They don't play the one that was on the Machiavelli. Y'all niggas know that.
And the new one is worse than the old ones.
Wait.
Oh, come
nigga.
on. Dog, they playing the one that's on Machiavelli.
We gotta get the communication straight. When we talk about the Machiavellis, nigga, those Machiavellis in the original form were underground.
Right.
Of course, nobody can.
We didn't have them.
Right.
Now like that. You can't go on iTunes and look those up.
Right.
All you have is the other version, so that's the only version we can.
Which, and that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Music, but it's on the Better Days album.
But if it's better music, like he said, if it's better music, then it don't matter what it was on, what scale it was on. These radio stations, these iTunes, whatever they playing it.
Every single that came off of the double albums is from the old Machiavelli.
In that time.
In
the
album, dog.
You just use Thug Mansion. They don't play the version, the Machiavelli version. They don't play that for a reason. Because it's not as good as the one with Anthony Hamilton.
Because it wasn't official.
They didn't have clearance.
Some of the producers.
Nigga, what is
Johnny J is
What are
dead. You can't. Johnny J is dead.
What are you talking about?
Producers,
you know how many
money you can't get. It's behind the scenes stuff. Matter of fact, we have a rapper here. If paperwork's not done producing wise, you can't use it. So, you got songs where you.
For none of that stuff. That's why you was never going to hear that version anywhere. That's why they did business with it. You end up, if you play your cards right, ended up on freaking
right.
Keisha Cole.
So to y'all, so to y'all, that I'm just gonna use this, and I'm gonna let y'all have the floor.
It's almost time to get out of here, but go ahead.
I'm just gonna ask y'all. We've all heard the original Thugs Mansion, and we heard the one with Anthony Hamilton. Y'all gonna sit here, I'm just gonna ask y'all. Which version? I don't
like no remix better than the OG.
Okay, that's fine. Which version? And that's why I said when it comes to opinion, that's why I was like, when you get an opinion, it don't even really matter. But in y'all opinion, what version is better? The one that was on Machiavelli, or the one with Anthony Hamilton?
The one they didn't have rights clear for, which was the Machiavelli.
Cool. What's yours, Bizzle? What version was Thug Mansion was better to you? Okay.
Right, I heard most of the other ones.
You heard play your cards right.
I'm just going off of Thug Mansion. I'm just going off of Thug Mansion.
But that joint was hard. That joint was, to me,
Which one? Which one?
The one that came out on the radio.
With Anthony Hamilton. And in your opinion,
I like the one on Machiavelli.
All right, cool. So we even right now.
It's 2-2.
Because I like the one with Anthony Hamilton.
Yeah.
And y'all like but the thing is,
it's not knocking the other one.
It's not knocking the other one. It's because that's what I'm saying. Yeah. When it comes to an opinion, you're not gonna get it right or wrong.
Right.
You're not gonna get it because you got the whole world who we can't even ask.
But to close this, the topic is what B and Bizzle was saying is when you don't have rights to play certain music, you can't play it, which is the reason why mixtapes aren't on.
But without having the
rights, DSPs. I get that. So which means that's the reason why the original Thug Mansion is not played on the radio.
No, but it don't. I get that, but that's not my argument. The Thug Mansion with Anthony Hamilton, regardless if it was rights or not, to me is a better sounding song. Okay, wait. Regardless of where it can be played, I heard both.
Call that dope, Biz. But
I heard both.
But what I'm saying, but you like that one, right? You like the one with Anthony Hamilton.
I like that one better.
You like the lyrics?
I like that one better.
Okay, so
I like that one better. It's a better sounding song to me.
I'm saying, I got it. Those are the same exact lyrics. Lyrics ain't changed. Every song that Tupac put out on those double albums after Are You Still Down, every album that Tupac put out after Are You Still Down was songs from the Machiavellis 2 through 7. Or however, 2 through 9, whatever it was.
Yeah, they changed the beat or they added an artist.
But I'm saying it's been the same lyrics.
And that's what made it a better sounding song to me.
Including the diss to Snoop.
Yeah, I'm not talking about we know it's the same lyrics. Nas got a version of Thug Mansion.
That one trash.
We know that. But what I'm saying is it's a better to me, it was a better sounding. It's the same lyrics, but it's a better sounding song. Like How High, you got How High, and you got the original version of How High, and you got the
But what I'm saying,
the commercial version.
I'm saying, you said that the Machiavellis was whack. That's and what I'm saying is, you say whack and the lyrics are the same on the new one. What are we really saying?
Let me rephrase that. Those Machiavellis to me didn't move me. There were lyrics from Pac. It just sounded better.
But even saying that,
I'm just going off of, you said those songs. The reason why I started debating was because you said those songs on those original Machiavellis were better than the ones that we heard. I don't agree with that. That's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's a fact. I'm just saying I don't agree with that. That's all I'm saying.
All right, and that's fine.
Yeah.
So look, at the end, Tupac overall.
This hip hop's just passionate.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Tupac is most definitely like if you had to put Tupac or Biggie,
he's definitely the most touching artist of all time.
It is in the top 5. You have to pick one. Biggie or Pac. Who you putting in there?
Me up
with the
Pac.
other 4.
Me up at Pac.
Okay.
And it's not a knock to Biggie. I would.
No, it's not. It's not.
I would never knock Biggie, but Pac. First of all, we have the little longevity. We got to see his trajectory a little longer.
Yeah.
To know he wouldn't have fell off after the 3rd album, which we can't know with Big. One thing that I never hear people bring up, if we being honest.
I hope this nigga ain't about to say what I'm thinking right now. Hold on.
Every Biggie classic that we know and love was somebody else's hit record first. They all was
only reason why I can't agree with this, my favorite Big record name.
Snoop too. Snoop too.
Not Pac.
So you can't.
So listen,
Not Pac. I never heard that either.
when we're talking about skill, I don't put Biggie that far above Pac like that, right?
I don't either.
And then there's something,
But you drawing the separation, Bizzle.
look. There's something with Pac that I feel like he was kind of like the best at just that evoking emotion, like
Yeah.
that. I could say, and a lot of people might be able to argue that if it was based on that, he'd be number 1.
Okay.
If we took the thing that we cared most about Biggie and we said skill and flow, he would not be number 1.
Who? It would only be.
Look,
It would only be one.
For this, I'm about to be hated.
Okay.
If we're talking skill, rap skill, Mace had more rap skill than Biggie. I'll tell you this, as a rapper, I can't hear. Listen. As a rapper, the headphones on. Listen, argument. As a rapper.
Wait. We gotta have that after the show. Wait. We gotta have that after the show because we got to get him out of here.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Hold on. Wait. We got. Don't leave. Don't leave that. Don't leave. Don't leave.
I want to send a shout out to everybody on the message board. I want to send a shout out to everybody on the Turn House Media. Special shout out to Bizzle, man. We appreciate you for coming in, man. Man, shout out to everybody, man. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy. Ill will.
Yeah. No.
B.
Nigga. Tupac, nigga. West Side, nigga.
What about peace?
No.
All right, cool. All right then, y'all.
Chick landed a crease shot. Met her on the east side. Rolling in my Rover, pulling the over with the peace sign.
That's probably.